So even though I have a really profitable edge and a strategy, still I was struggling in the beginning to actually apply that live because it worked out so good in backtesting, right? Then the time came to do it live and I screwed up every single time. And I think the last time I did so was when the market was just moving pretty weird and I had my edge, I had my strategy. Obviously on the 15-minute time frame, I was a bit like, could have waited for something cleaner, but I told myself, let's just try to take the trade. And then I took the trade, and on the lower time frame, on the 1 minute, the market started to move pretty weird, pretty aggressive. And I told myself, like deep down, I knew I should just close the trade. But I told myself, let's just hold it. Even though I knew I shouldn't have done so. And then I got stopped out minus 2% because of spreads, and I re-entered and I blew the account. So, and at that point, I just realized that I can't keep doing this. And what I had to do in order to overcome all of this stuff was I had to reprogram my mind. All the beliefs that I had was just holding me so much back in trading. And for the first time, I actually saw it for what it was, because previously I didn't have that good of a strategy or an edge or technical understanding. So I can just blame my mindset or psychology. But for the first time, I just knew that I have everything it takes. I just hold myself back. So one of the programmings that I had to overcome was simply that you have to suffer and you have to work hard to achieve what you want. And that in itself has some logical sense to it, but it's not that simple. I obviously had to suffer and I had to work really hard in order to gain the training knowledge I have today. But I don't have to suffer when I trade live. For example, I can just see that we don't have a good setup today and I can just close the charts. But I felt like I had to suffer live as well in order to do so. And that's completely false. And basically that you have to, like, this is funny, like the concept of nothing for something, right? You think that you have to give something to get something, but what does that even mean, like logically? Like, actually you can give nothing to get something. Like, you can pay a really small fee in the market, just buy that 10K challenge, pass that challenge, get a payout, buy a 100K challenge, and you can keep scaling. And if you do so correctly, then, and even you get, like, if you get the refund back, you have actually not given anything. So there is actually nothing to something. And you can scale up to 10 100Ks, 20 100Ks, 30 100Ks, whatever you want. You can apply for actual live funding, like not prop firms anymore, but for like actual, like large companies. You can get your own personal account. And if you do the math on that as well, you see how you can scale up on a personal account. Like, it's actually insane if you do the math, like if you wouldn't withdraw anything. But the reason why people seem to hate on personal accounts is because they like the prop firm game. They like that they don't have to take accountability, responsibility, and that you can just reset, like pay the reset fee, try again. Like, there is no real consequence, right? But if you would go on a personal account, you actually have to take responsibility. And that was pretty like foreign, like pretty weird to think about for me, like 1 year ago. Like, oh, I have to take responsibility, like I can't do that. Like, I would much rather play this prop firm game that I don't have to take responsibility. But the truth is, even if you play this prop firm game right and you don't take responsibility, you're going to operate out of a so low frequency and consciousness that even when you make some profits from trading, you're going to be a complete retard. And they're like, you don't want to be in that position. You want to actually become the person, like the person you're becoming in this journey is actually way more valuable than just the results, right? Because truth is, the result don't matter that much. That's the truth. Because I used to think that I need to succeed in trading in order to prove something or achieve something. And it always came out of these low frequencies. And if you just search up that scale of frequencies, you can see that peace and love is like 600, 540, enlightenment is like 700 to 1,000 on that score. And anger is like down at, I think it's 120. So that's how huge that gap and that difference is between consciousness. Like anger is more, I need to prove something, like you're feeling frustrated, you try to get even. And even lower than anger, we have things like shame or desire. That's even lower than 100 points. And you can think of it this way. Someone who's trading out of anger, desire, and then shame after losing, which is like 45 or something on that scale, versus someone who's trading out of enlightenment, peace, and love. Like, who do you think is going to achieve more in trading? Trading is actually pretty simple technically, yet if you trade out of those frequencies, and that's the issue, because there is capital involved, there is identity, your future, like whatever, then how are you going to, like, you're going to be in a completely false state of mind in order to trade profitably, and you're never going to keep those profits long term. But if you trade out of enlightenment, peace, and love, then it's going to be so much more effortless. You're just like, you don't feel like you need to put all this pressure on yourself, and you feel like you can do other things with your life as well, instead of then staring at the charts, glued at the charts all day, like, oh, I have to trade, give me that trade. Like, you can simply focus on other areas of your life, other businesses, whatever you want, and you can actually be satisfied with the present moment and not forcing anything in the markets. Because now it's tomorrow is 1st of December, and I know a lot of people are going to trade aggressively in December, but for me, I know the truth. I know that maybe next week is going to be really good. I hope so, because price action this week was actually pretty slow. Then after that, we have a week, I think it's going to be medium quality, and then the market is going to consolidate a lot more, and that's not the time to be aggressive. That's the time to focus on something else. You've been trading, you've been grinding the whole 2025. You need to reset your mindset. You need to chill, and you need to prepare for 2026. In trading, less is more. You will have plenty of opportunities in 2026, and that's pretty much it. If you're interested in my strategy, my daily market analysis, there's a Discord link in the bio, and I can promise you, if you apply this strategy correctly, you're going to see so many opportunities in the market every single week. High risk to reward, high win rate. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, keep watching, and just comment down below if there's any topic you want me to cover, and I'll see you soon. Take care.